Hello and welcome to MB Tech. We're going to be installing another Docker container. This one is actually called Homebox. I find it very useful for putting all of my different items into containers. I've got a lot of different containers that are like 27-gallon, even some smaller ones. Anyways, it is a great way to store your things. It comes with a QR code as well, so you can actually put a picture, what it's in it, and all our stuff, and then scan it with a QR code, and it'll tell you exactly what's in those boxes. So once again, we are going to change into, once you log in here, let's see, this is your home directory. We're going to change into the containers that we created in our last video. And then from there, we're going to do a make directory. And we're going to call it Homebox. Like so, we're going to change into that Homebox. A lot of this is just, rinse and repeat. So we're in Homebox, and then we're going to do a nano Docker compose YAML. And then here we are going to have our Homebox service. Tells us where we're pulling this down from. It's Homebox latest, level info. We're going to allow registration. And then there's our Homebox within our directory, putting the data locally. And then the port that we're going to access it on is 3100. So that's all set to go. Next thing we're going to exit and then yes to do that. And then if you remember, the Docker compose up -d. So the command's exactly the same as the other one in that other directory. It's going to pull that image. It's going to decompress it. It's going to install it. It's going to set up the network, and then we'll be good to go. Okay. And here we just do a Docker compose logs. And it says that starting the service on 7745, which if we do look at our Docker compose, you can see that the internal IP address, as I mentioned, is 7745. So we know that the container is spun up and running on that port. Now we have the external, which is the 3100. So the 3100 here is what we'll be accessing it by, but the internal one is 7745. I know it's a little bit confusing and it took me a while to understand all the ins and outs of it, but that's basically how you can think of it. Is if it's on the left, it's what you access it by. If it's on the right, that's what's inside internal on the container itself. So we're just going to hit a clear here real quick. We're going to do a Docker PS. And that shows us the two that we've got set up. One is the Wallows that we just set up. Obviously, this is about 13 minutes ago. And this one here just started up on 7445. So we are going to go back to our browser. Okay, so here we are going to go to 192.168.10.247. Port 3100. Enter. And there we are. We're now login screen for Homebox. So we're going to register. So here, once again, we'll be putting in our email address, our username, and a password, and click register. And now it's having us put in our password, and we're logged in. So what we can do here is you can see there's different storage locations. So you've got your different locations. And then from here, we're going to actually make this so we're not blinded. Tools, let's see. Profile, profile, and then we want whatever kind you want. I'm more into the coffee, I guess, so that's good enough for me. A little bit better that way. And then now you just create. And then here you can say item asset, parent location. You got your drop down. You can select. So this is going to be the basement. Item name. Let's just put random hats. And that's going to store my random hats. And I'm just going to put general. And we're going to hit create. So there it has created this item, if you will. And then we can put a description, quantity, serial number. You put all sorts of good information there. Warranty, if you have a warranty, if it's an actual thing, maintenance that's been done on it. Edit it. And then here you can actually add a photo if you want, whatever you would like for that. And then if you go back to your home, you can see that random hats is there. And it's pretty easy to set it up, and you can knock this out real fast and have a organized location within, different boxes, stuff like that. If that's your style of getting on top of all of the stuff that you accumulate. And then down here it shows that the basement's got one. If we had to items, and that would be 3. And then you just click on basement and it shows, basically what it is here. If you had a picture, it would show that picture there as well. This is setting up Homebox in a container, and this is on our Ubuntu server that we set up with Docker and Docker Compose. And we just ran some quick little easy Docker Compose up and then Docker Compose logs to verify that everything was up and running. This is setting up Homebox. Hope you enjoyed. Please like and subscribe. Again, thank you for watching. Have a great rest of the night.